Thing is, we're consistently winning over here. We just never actually break them. Maybe once we neutralize their decryption advantage, that'll make a difference. Panama's capitulated! So why just take the canal, guys? So, who was it in chat last time that was, like, begging for me to seize the Panama Canal? Do you remember?
I
Gonna
think it was Connor? Was it Connor?
justify a war goal against Costa Rica while we're about to take it. It's about to happen. We are about to deny the Allies easy access between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans.
Whoop, whoop.
Boom! Who are these troops? Are these Panamanians? Okay, well, they're led by Dwight Eisenhower, which doesn't necessarily bode well for us. We are using our second best general. Okay, they only have... Okay, it's a U.S. division, but they only have one division. Well, it's actually not a U.S. division, because they're called División de Infantería, which means they're from one of the Spanish nations, but... They have a U.S. flag next to them. I guess maybe they're an expeditionary force that was sent to the U.S. from some country. Oh, it is a Panamanian division. They're just under the control of the U.S. right now. Build queue still looks good. Producing infantry weapons as fast as we can. Actually, and if I haven't yet... Man, we're missing out on so much reinforcement. If I have not yet... Where is... Okay, I'm going to set my... Marine divisions to elite. So they will have first... Is that plane just flying backwards? What the heck? What was that? What was that maneuver called? I think we got some, like, Bermuda Triangle shit going on here or something. I'm pretty sure there was not a U.S. warplane in World War II that had that particular capability. Alright,
Welcome back, Lauren. He says now we can unpause the stream.
Alright, so we're going to deny them another port. We're going to seize some more dockyards. Not that we have the resources to do anything with them. And then we're going to assign this entire army to the Costa Rican border. I have a feeling that this is going to go down in flames, but we'll see how far we can get before it does. I think that's really the point now. It's us against the world, and we're just going to see what we can do.
Mecha Reaper says the plane is being flown by an elite ace that discovered a secret fly backwards technique.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. That ace is high. Ha, ha, ha. Lorem, what's your rating? What's your rating on that one?
Order is saying you should garrison the canal so they don't,
Amphibious landing, yeah. That is a pretty decent idea. Who do I have? Actually, I should just extend this fallback line.
Lauren, 4.20.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
That was very clever.
This is just becoming such a manpower sink, but I really want to take these islands. If I end up having to pass a stricter conscription law, I will call off this attack. Pax Americana. FDR has announced a new foreign policy program intended to keep the peace at home. Any government on the American continent may appeal to the United States for military protection. I think that they've already been doing that. We may struggle to find allies in the Americas now. U.S. protection. U.S. is now enforcing the Monroe Doctrine much stricter. Yeah. So, prepare to intervene in any conflict between South American countries. Unfortunately, we do have democratic support building in our country. Very slowly, but hopefully it won't cause a civil war. What's funny is we might, if this game goes on long enough, and if they actually manage to increase democracy support enough, actually I don't think they will, because the higher their support goes, the slower it'll build. We might actually have, like, a democratic referendum and then end up joining the Allies or something. Which would save the campaign, but it would ruin the idea of the South American workers' paradise. Alright, so I have the entire coast from Trinidad all the way up to Panama garrisoned. If they attack us somewhere else, we're kind of screwed, because we really can't build any more infantry divisions. Not even, like, garrison brigades at this point. But so it looks like September 1944 is when we can invade Costa Rica. I really wish communists could get that fascist ability that basically just reduces the time it takes to justify a war goal down to, like, nothing. Germany has almost kicked the Soviets out of the area up along the White Sea here.
Ordinance saying that USA has 17 divisions in Trinidad.
Yeah, I know. I've been attacking Trinidad for ages. I think we're wearing them down, but because our manpower pool is smaller, we're eventually just going to have to stop. Because even though I think we're trading favorably for casualties, they just have way more manpower to work with, so they can keep shipping new divisions there forever. So it's saying our forces on the Costa Rican border are equal to the ones on the Costa Rican side. I don't know how worried we should be about that. It probably means that there are American troops there. But I will remember to get our planning bonus up this time.
Ordinance suggesting to go defensive on that front.
Yeah, I will probably end up going defensive here if we end up having to pass a stricter conscription law, which is about where we're at. So now, one thing that would have been interesting, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made, but if we had just had a diplomat improving relations with the U.S. constantly, I wonder if maybe they would not have intervened, or would not have intervened as early as they did. That would be something I would try if I were going to do this same campaign again.
Welcome back, Copperhead. He's mentioning that he's ready to see Paraguay fall.
Argentine coast. Oh, it's naval combat, so where are we fighting? Are those Colombian ships? Oh, Venezuela. So Venezuela still had a navy in exile, even though we annexed their country and left them with no naval bases. Apparently they've been resupplying from an Axis base somewhere. We just sunk. Oh, there are a bunch of convoys. Where are they even sending convoys from? Like, they have nothing. They have no ports. Like, I don't even know what those convoys are doing. They're shipping nothing from nowhere to nowhere.
Maddie May saying it's not too early if you have all of the South. And Lorem is hoping that America just nukes the hell out of us.
Oh, well, thanks.
Well, thank you.
It's not early if you have all of the South. I'm not sure what that meant, but I might have missed another part of the message. So. Front line is too wide. That's strange. So it's not allowing my Marines to reinforce because it's saying that the front line is too wide? But they have 20 combat width just like everything else. I wonder if that's a bug or if...
Matabey was referring to the U.S. declaring.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, the U.S. declaration of war came, if anything, it felt like a little bit too late. If we're talking about logic here. The other nice thing about, oh, cool. Yeah, I forgot we were researching air doctrines. If we end up backing off of Trinidad and Tobago, we can redirect our Air Force over here, which, I don't know, they might just get shot down by the U.S. immediately, but it'd be nice to at least be able to weaken U.S. air superiority, because if we're facing air superiority all the way up through Mexico, we're going to take a lot more losses than we would otherwise. Nope. Didn't realize I had the game paused.
Matabey is asking how your divisions are set
up. My divisions are set up thusly. So my basic infantry, just 20 wide with engineer, support, and recon, because I can't really afford to build motorized, so I'm not using any other support companies besides that. My Marines are basically the same, except with no artillery. And I was building some armored divisions, but I ran... Once the Soviets got wrecked, no one's willing to trade steel with me anymore, so I kind of gave up on building tanks. So what is this order? I'm just going to delete it. There. That should
thank
fix
you,
it.
Beskar, for joining. We will have this up on YouTube soon.
Yes, we will.
And Copperhead's mentioning that he got the game. He's having a great time, but his Marines just won't naval invade from Guam to the island north of it. Yeah,
the naval invasion control interface, there are so many little things you can do wrong that the game does not explain to you at all. I think it's something they really need to fix in a future patch. Because once you know what you're doing and like what all of the little things that can go wrong are, it's not too bad. By the way, I should check it. This is not fortified. Okay, we're good.
And yes, he has naval supremacy and convoys.
But yeah, when you don't know all of the little misclicks you can make, it's like impossible to figure out why your naval invasion won't work. If you watch our U.S. imperialism game, the exact same thing happened to me when I was trying to do the island hopping. It took me so freaking long to figure out why I couldn't execute a naval invasion. I should really just do a War College video that's like, here's how you don't fuck up a naval invasion. Like, here's the exact sequence of clicks you have to make to get it to work.
Well, then let's do that.
Because it's that complicated. Yeah, we'll probably put that in the queue for our Hoy guides.
And Maddie, right now we're streaming a couple times a week. DM is going to be taking his bar exam next week. After that, we're going to be a lot more on Twitch. We do a lot of strategy game streams, but we are looking to expand a little bit as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a Paradox, Civilization, and Total War guy. Like, those are my go-tos. So that's mostly what I'll be streaming on here. Especially, I'm really excited for Civ 6, obviously, but even the new Total War Warhammer DLC, that Beastmen DLC, looks really awesome. I can't commit to a definitely on that, but I would like to stream it for sure. Questioning Costa Rican sovereignty, all that good stuff. 22nd of September, so we've still got a little while. We have naval combat on the Argentine coast. Again, it's just some convoys from Australia? New Zealand.
Lorem's asking if you played Mount and Blade.
Oh yeah, I love Mount and Blade. Especially Warband and Viking Conquest are my two favorite iterations of Mount and Blade.
And thank you guys for helping out in chat too.
Yeah.
With some of these questions. And we do have a thumbs up for making that tutorial on that subject for the
awesome
college.
Yeah, Bannerlord is one of my most anticipated games. It looks totally awesome. So apparently my radar here, I do have a radar station, but apparently it's not good enough to tell what exactly this fleet is. How long has that text slot been open for? Slash, how long have people been yelling at me in chat and comments that text slot was open? Okay, are we already researching radar tech? Yes, we are. We're already researching an air doctrine, I believe. So there's nothing that's going to immediately help us that's available. I guess I could go ahead and go down the artillery track. It's not like we're going to be able to build any new artillery for a long time, but it'll be nice to have once we do.
Orden is saying that fleet is naval bombarding your defensive position. Can't tell what. Sorry, Lorem. I'm kind of multitasking, so I'm not catching everything.
I don't think they're doing much of anything, honestly. How's our Air Force doing, by the way? We still have 581 fighters. I don't think we've actually lost that many. Oh, I can set them to kamikaze strike now. They're Great War fighters, so they're probably better as mobile bombs than they are as actual fighter planes.
Madabay's asking, are you going through multiple seas and don't have coverage on all of them?
Am I going through... Oh, he's trying to help the guy who was having trouble with naval invasions.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
And Orden mentioned a while ago that the Panama Canal has been taken. They must all go around to South America, so that's a good place to hunt convoys.
Yeah, that's true. That must be why I'm getting so many convoy kills. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do now. I am going to... We got to pass a stricter conscription law. So we're going to go to service by requirement, which will reduce our factory output and increase our training time. We got to do what we got to do. I'm going to back off here. So I'm going to take my Marine Army, and I'm just going to tell them to hold this point.
Casey, our dog, is awake. Let the whining and begging and...
I'm actually going to just give him a garrison order here, probably. Yep.